Hey guys, it's Mark, and hopefully you're having a phenomenal day. And I wanted to cut this quick video, day 50 of the sobriety. And I titled this video, I think we've been lied to. And I wanted to present this to you. I'm feeling absolutely amazing right now, just so you know. So I highly recommend you doing the 30-day challenge. Check out the links in the description. Please like the comment, share. If you get any value out of this, okay? But I wanted to go ahead and share my screen and show you this one little video because I believe that we really have been programmed. We've been programmed from a young age um, through our social and environmental conditioning around alcohol. And now, this video I'm about to show you, I'm going to show you a couple things. This is from Bob Proctor, who actually recently passed away about a year ago. He was a phenomenal giant in the personal development space, and really about the mind, the subconscious, and the conscious mind, and how basically the laws of attraction, the laws of vibration. I'm not going to get into that too crazy in this video, but just go ahead and watch this video. He's going to be talking about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind when we were an infant, and whatever's kind of going on in the exterior is showing up in our physical results. So let me just go ahead and share this video here with you for a second.
So here we are here. Here's the little drawing. How does the conscious mind work? Now I'm just going to hit on this very quickly. You want to go over it frequently so you burn it in your mind. The conscious mind works quite different than the rest of you. The conscious mind has the thinking mind. That is the ability to think. That is the ability to pick ideas out of the air. Okay? That's your educated mind. That's where we store all the books that the school give us. This is where our intellect is resident. We have intellectual factors. You know, it's the intellect that separates us from all the rest of the animal kingdom. Do you know that all the little creatures out there running around are totally at home in their environment? They blend in. You and I are the only creature on the planet that's totally disoriented in our environment. And that is because we have these higher faculties that enable us to create our own environment. So there's three very powerful points about the conscious mind. Let's take a look at the subconscious for a moment. That's what we call the emotional mind. Now, it's very important that we understand the difference in how they function. We said the thinking mind, conscious mind, that gives us the ability to choose. So you see, you choose what you want to do. You choose what you want to attract in your life. You don't have to do anything. Think about that for a while. You do not have to do anything. You have the ability to choose. You have the ability to accept or reject everything that comes along. You can accept or reject everything that I'm saying. When you read the newspapers, you have the ability to accept or reject those headlines. Listen to the news on TV. You have the ability to accept or reject that. You see, when there's really a bad turn in the economy, it's only for the people that accept it. There's other people feel like it's a great economy. See, what's bad for some is good for others. What's good for some is bad for others. We've got the ability to choose how we're going to look at it. You can accept or reject it. Now here, think of this. Let's suppose you reject it. You've got the ability inside to originate. That's where your thinking comes in. Your subconscious mind doesn't have this ability. It's very, very important you get this part. The subconscious mind cannot reject. It must accept whatever you give to it. It has no ability to reject. It's like the earth. You can plant anything you want. The earth must take it. It's immoral. It doesn't care what you plant, but it will return what you plant. That's the way it works. Now get this. This is a super important point. The subconscious mind, the emotional mind, cannot differentiate between what's real, what's imagined, and what's actually happening. It cannot differentiate between what's real and what's imagined. So if you build an image in your conscious mind and you plant it, the subconscious mind will accept that image and begin to turn it into form. This is a super important point. This is what Andrew Carnegie told Napoleon Hill. He said, any idea that's held in the mind, that's emphasized, that's either feared or revered, will begin at once to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate form available. Now, I want you to stop and think. And I want you to remember what I'm going to tell you all the days of your life. It's what has been planted in your subconscious mind that's causing you to live the way you're living right now. That's right. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Now, we'll say there's you. But as an infant, it's not like that. See, as an infant, your conscious faculties have not developed. Your subconscious mind is wide open. And whatever's going on around the infant, doesn't matter what's going on around that infant, it's going right in to that child's subconscious mind. That's why you learn the language you learn. That's why you like the food you like. You know, almost all welfare recipients, third, fourth, fifth generation welfare recipients, they're programmed to live on welfare.
I'll cut it right there, but guys, that's what I wanted to bring across is that we've actually been programmed. Okay, we've been conditioned by society around alcohol. And you got to understand, alcohol is a billion, trillion dollar per year industry. And we've been deeply programmed into our subconscious mind that we just think it's the correct way to live. It's just a normal thing. That's why, like, when you go out and you say, I'm not drinking today, or you meet someone who's like, I don't drink at all, people are just like, well, why? Like, what? That's just weird. Like, you obviously had a drinking problem, right? It's just out of the norm. It's out of the context. Like I've said in other videos, it's just so normal to do drinks just any which way. It's just social drinking is just so widely acceptable. You know, someone dies, you know, there's a funeral, there's going to be a wake after, people are drinking. There's a wedding, alcohol is involved. A birthday, alcohol is involved. It's like, thank God it's Friday, let's go do drinks. It's almost like it's designed this way, the alcohol industry, and they actually target young people and put that message into young people's subconscious mind, as Bob Proctor was just talking about. Phenomenal stuff here. But let's just look at a couple things, how they portray alcohol here. Here's a commercial, the most interesting man in the world. It's funny.
He is the life of parties he has never attended. If he were to punch you in the face, you would have to fight off the strong urge to thank him. Sharks have a week dedicated to him. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Look, you see what I mean? Like they're portraying it like, you know, you drink beer and you're the most interesting man in the world. You're the life of the party. You know, you wear a suit. You're just well put together. He looks sophisticated. The girls are around him. Like, is that honestly the case? You drink 6 to 7, 8 beers at the nightclub, the lounge, and you're just dialed. You're just on point. You're smart. You're sophisticated. Or are you actually smell like booze, acting like an idiot? And you know you're stuttering your words and just acting like a clown. Like, you've all been a sober DD driver, or you've been around intoxicated people, and like they think they're freaking hilarious, but actually they're acting like they're children. You know what I mean? Like, everyone knows this, right? But it's just funny how the media portrays it. But you got to understand, again, alcohol again is a billion-dollar industry. I mean, like there's superstars that promote this stuff. Like, look at Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds sells aviation gin for $845 million. Okay, and again, you know, here he is dressed up like James Bond. You know, shaken, not stirred. All this kind of stuff that we see on the movies and the big screen. You know, sitting around the Christmas tree drinking. You're just as sophisticated. Look at him over here. He's studying here. Because, you know, you drink and you study and you retain a lot more information, right? Like that everyone knows that, right? And like it's a crock of shit, but that's what the media portrays it. It's absolutely mind blowing when you think of it. It's kind of like the cigarette companies back in the '60s, just having a blind eye to the adverse effects of the substance that they're selling. It's, I guarantee you it will go that way. It'll have warning labels on the alcohol. And we'll probably come to what it is like tobacco here. Okay. Here's Conor McGregor. Here, here he is dialed in the suit. This guy's a UFC fighter. Obviously, a lot of people know this guy. Um, you know, you drink this, you're more sophisticated. You drink it after your match, I guess. He's Irish. It's big. It's big in Europe. It's big in the UK. It's big freaking everywhere, right? It's part of the culture. It's weaved in the society, right? But in actual reality, if we look here, alcohol is one of the most commonly abused substances in the entire world, causing about 88,000 deaths just in the US alone. Next to nicotine. What are the most dangerous drugs? And that's a funny thing too. People, like, you say alcohol is a drug, and people say, oh, no, it's alcohol. So notice how they say alcohol and drugs. How is alcohol not a drug? Like, of course it's a drug. It's a freaking highly addictive substance, and the liquor manufacturers know this. They're targeting messages to young children, young boys, to drink beer. You're fun, you're cool, watch the game, chill, relax, and they get you in the loop of your adult life. That's what people don't understand. It's like me being sober now. It's becoming way more and more clear of what is actually happening. It's basically legalized drug dealing. Is really what it is. Alcohol has zero positive benefits. Absolutely zero. Drop a comment in the section down below and tell me what a positive out of alcohol is. What, you're gonna take a woman home that put a paper bag over her head? She's not that good looking, or you're gonna just drive in a car because oh, I've only had 3 or 4. I'm good to go. I'm dialed in. I can drive. Like, you don't even know if you can drive. You're freaking drunk. It's bad for your skin. It's bad for your hair. It makes you stink. You spend money. Like, you can get a DUI. Like, there's all this. It's absolute craziness. Okay. Here's the World Health Organization. Key facts. Harmful use of alcohol is a factor in more than 200 diseases and injury conditions. Worldwide, 3 million deaths every year result from harmful use of alcohol. This represents 5.3% of all deaths in the world. This is from the World Health Organization, folks. Okay? Makes you think. What is really going on? They say money talks. Money actually screams and yells. That's the whole thing. These liquor companies, they can make money in the good times. They can make money in the bad times. COVID happened. What are people doing? They're sitting around drinking, because it's an absolute billions and billions of dollars are floating through. Guys like Jay-Z, Conor McGregor, was it Hugh Jackman, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Ryan Reynolds. They're just selling these companies. You look it up. 845 million, $1 billion to sell their tequila brand. Oh, you drink this, or these women are promoting this. The nice cocktail dress. The man's all dialed up with his tuxedo on. Like, is that real? Is that real? Or what's actually happening? What's actually happening is, in some households, dad's coming home from work and beating on his wife and beating on his kids and living in a toxic environment. You know what I'm saying? It's food for thought. Hopefully you got a little bit of value out of this one. Please like, comment, subscribe to the content, and leave a comment down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.